2 weeks, but school's been kicking my ass just a little bit, so please bear with me. I hate forced ads on Twitch so much. Um, so we are back with another episode of Descent into Avernus. People love superheroes. When we last left our group of intrepid heroes, they were just exiting the Wandering Emporium, if I'm remembering correctly. On their way to the Bug Zapper? Yes, Demon Zapper, not Bug Zapper. Demon Zapper. It acts like a Bug Zapper.
What's the difference?
Exactly. Anyway, of course, we like to thank our sponsors, D&D Beyond, that is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com, as well as Lucky Dice Cafe. If you're looking for a live game to play in the Huntsville, Alabama area, head on out to that location and purchase your tickets in advance. We're still practicing safe social distancing, wear your mask, wash your hands. The usual stuff. In addition, we also like to thank Liquor Express, who we pair with to do Brews and Boards, which is another fantastic live event hosted in conjunction with Liquor Express by Dire Bear Adventuring Company, run by Heath, our main DM. So I think that's everything. You'll notice that we have new additions to our overlay. We would like to thank Natalie B on Twitter, and I am going to link her lovely, lovely Twitter page. She did a fantastic job with the art that I asked for my players. And you will find her there. So now we know what everybody looks like. And it's time to dive back in to Descent into Avernus. So you guys were packing up to go. Some moderately sort of spooky stuff happened. Specifically with Koss. People got letters from family members, interactions with party members, and some, shall we call it, drama?
Ooh, melodrama.
I mean, yeah, but it was you. It was Amaranth's drama.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Melodrama.
Without further ado, you guys are headed towards the Demon Zapper. Alright, so we have, I believe, Koss driving Tormentor, and Amaranth and Corlick back on the double ride, correct?
Unless someone else really wanted to ride a double ride.
After the conversation I just had, I went right to the Tormentor and started getting it ready to run.
I do believe it was just Dante and Adira that noticed the shimmer.
Yes.
Or but then she became physical after. Did she?
As soon as she crossed Emporium grounds. Yes.
Huh.
As soon as she entered the Emporium, she became what you could determine would be physical.
Okay. Adira will follow Koss in his path of getting things ready. But Koss, is everything all right? Did you know them?
I don't know. That was very strange.
Is it someone we should watch out for then?
I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what just happened.
Okay. So you don't know if you know them? But you're trying to understand. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm not going to pry the information from you. If you know a lot of people here, so. Yeah, anything else I can do to help get this going?
How about you let me think on it? Because I'm still trying to figure out what just happened. And when you're ready to come to me with the talk that we were supposed to have, I'd be happy to tell you what just happened. Information for information.
That's fair. I'll maybe later. After what we're going to do, I guess.
Sure. And goes right back into messing with the vehicle.
Okay. Anybody else, any last minute things to do before you guys leave the Emporium? Remembering that the Emporium is not going to be where you left it when you go looking for it again.
Helmet. Making sure everything's set up. Just looking back at it. Amaranth looks back at it and just, I'm gonna kill that guy one day. Just hops on the devil's ride.
I will find a secluded spot. I will tap the ground twice.
Okay.
I will attempt to contact Azora.
All right.
I mean, I can technically do it anyway just by talking to him via contractual sending. But I like a physical.
Of course. Where's the fun in anything else? The figure that approaches you is the female version. Once again, the one that looks a little bit... You're realizing now that she kind of looks a little bit mechanical, but still moves and shifts easily. Ah. Dante.
Azora, or... What should I call you today?
It is always Azora.
Perfect. Azora. I'm just curious on how my request is going.
I've almost got it. I think by the time you finish whatever it is you're doing over there by the zapper, I'm sure I'll have everything you need.
Okay. So, I've got a couple of questions.
I may have a couple of answers.
Perfect. So one of my teammates seems to be having a tiff with a person that was walking around here.
Mm-hmm.
Something about killing his parents. Their parents.
Parents die every day.
Yes, but this one happened by special means.
You might have to be a little bit more specific. There is no
I
such
don't-
thing by special means when it comes to death. You're either dead or you're not.
That is fair. Apparently there was some sort of mechanism that was used that's not normal to the material plane.
Oh, you mean his boomstick?
Is that what you call it? I only heard one word for it, and even then I don't know if it was right.
I honestly don't know what they call it. I've never seen something like it before he entered this particular layer of hell. I mean, I've seen bigger versions of it, but never something that handheld.
Hmm.
And you can't really call it a cannon.
It's a hand cannon? Anyway,
I like that.
yes.
So
I am
anyway,
trademarking that one. You cannot use that. It is mine now. If you do, it is now. You owe me gold. That's how it is. That's how it works.
It's legally binding in hell.
is it? Are you sure? I think you might need a little paperwork for that.
Yes. Do you have paper? I start.
Oh, she just throws her head back and laughs with her hands on her hips. She finds you amusing. She thinks you're funny.
What can I say? Anyway, I'm curious if you could find any plans for them. If there are any actual mechanical plans for them.
I might be able to, but I'm not doing it for free.
Of course. I wouldn't be asking you if you weren't. Because, an old friend always told me, free advice is seldom cheap. So, you say you can. I'd like to see if you could try.
And what do I get out of this particular arrangement?
I mean, I can offer bits of my soul. Again,
Not this time.
of course.
I think I need something a little bit more.
And what are you thinking?
You have a rather particular knack, I've noticed, for your how should I term this? Ability to kill.
Ah, so you have been watching me. I was
It's
curious.
hard not to. You're causing quite a stir in this particular layer of hell. I mean,
Me in
it's nothing-
particular, or my group?
your group. But also you, in particular.
In particular, yes.
So, in exchange for this attempt at getting what you want, I want your vials of poison. All of them.
Ooh.
Because I will be handing you something that can deal significant amounts of damage, and I think that's a fair trade-off.
Honestly? That is something I'll have to think on.
I don't
Sure.
start until you've decided.
I've already accepted.
No, excellent. You watch as she snaps her fingers.
And my poisons are gone.
Not yet.
Right. Contracts.
And again, this contract appears before you. Her name is still doing that weird constant shifting thing that it's done before. But so is your name. But it's mostly just rotating in the languages that you know in the translation of your name into that particular language. Give me an insight check.
Insight. Oh, I'm really good at these. Really good.
Oh.
Here comes caveat.
Yep, because you miss it again. You miss it again.
I can't
Man,
help
she
it.
gets-
Did you
She
say
gets you
perception
twice
or
with this.
insight?
What was that?
Did you say insight?
I did say insight.
That's a perception check. Never mind, I found it. Apologies. It didn't scroll down. That's my bad. Sorry, continue.
It's all good. No, it's all good. I'm glad that you're paying attention.
The chat didn't scroll down, and it was like right on
You're
Dante's.
still paying attention. It's okay. Dante, not only are you forfeiting all of your poisons, but you are going to lose 25 soul points. Which is the same amount she got you with last time.
Yep. Well, I still signed it anyway. I didn't see it, so.
Yep. So you are short 25 now, and you no longer have your poisons. Any of
And
them.
my poisons are now nil.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna miss them. Oh well.
It's the trade-off.
Like I said, I already accepted.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get way more out of this than I did with my
She,
poisons.
She smiles at you, rolls the scroll back up, hands it to her personal devil, which looks like a spiked and brown-skinned thing that would crawl out of your nightmares. And then that particular devil disappears. You could only assume that he's disappearing to the ninth layer of hell, which you know is where Azora holds realm. To store the contract somewhere safe. I'll be in touch.
Okay. And do I feel the soul points missing?
Yes, but it's not a huge detriment.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you expect to give half and then suddenly you're down 75%. You know, this is just like you might feel a little bit fatigued, but you're not gonna suffer from a point of exhaustion or anything.
Yeah. That's her. Oh, that really hurt the soul. Why would you do something like that? Sneak something like that into a contract. I like
can't-
it, but I hate you. But I like it.
Oh, Dante, your soul's gonna be mine before the end of this entire encounter.
Uh,
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
oh god. What did I do?
You
This is the price for
attracted-
business.
You attracted the attention of a devil.
I know, I like it. Anyway, I do need to go. These people are leaving and they tend to be punctual.
Of course. I should possibly have something for you. After you've finished what it is that you're doing, you have quite a few tasks ahead of you. And you watch, as she says that, she just disappears in a bright red flash of light. Which is about the reverse of how the demons and whatnot appear in Doom. They'd gone.
Yep.
I
I head back and I relinquish my time.
Okay. All right. So you get back with the party. Anybody else? Last chance before we leave the Emporium. Okay. You guys load up and move out. Remembering that now that you're leaving the Emporium, your 24 hours for Heroes Feast starts now. I need a survival check from Corlick and Amaranth because they're the two that are leading on the Devil's Rides.
Oh boy.
Dante is crying in the background again.
No, you're used to it at this point.
Ooh.
Just a second, computer's slow.
It's okay. Cool. So it's not. You guys are elevated, a good couple 100 feet where you were with the Emporium. So as you look over the sprawling landscape that is Avernus, you see in the distance what looks like a metal monument shaped like the uprised mandibles of a giant beetle. Okay. And occasionally you see a blast of radiant light shoot out from something that is suspended in between these mandibles. And as you wheel your devil's rides to the side to head in that direction, you realize that you have a slight problem.
Mm-hmm.
Would anybody like to guess what that slight problem is?
Lava.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's not lava.
Magma.
It is the river Styx. Which is worse.
My computer stuttered. What did I miss?
Magma.
Magma. Gotcha.
You guys-
That's what I thought you were gonna
Magma.
say.
You guys need to figure out how to cross the river.
How wide is it, or does it look?
It's pretty wide. It's deep. So
you can't
it's
do an
not-
evil Knievel and jump.
The Tormentor couldn't do an evil Knievel. The Devil's Rides maybe, but the Tormentor's got way too much weight.
Mhm. I'll just get on the
Would
thing.
I know some kind of crossing point?
You're not sure. You know that there are crossing points. There aren't any on the map. I am watching Quentin move the map around trying to find one. There isn't one on the
I was just
map.
like, I see a giant fucking, like, I see a, like, a cliff.
You're trying, and I love it. Also, that cliff is Haruman's Hill. That was where you guys
Oh!
fought Haruman.
I could just...
Yeah, you could theoretically Evil Knievel off of it if you were all on Devil's Rides, but you're not.
Oh.
So, so you need to find a way to cross the river Styx. Yes, Koss, you know that there are ways to get across, and you know that there are spots where it's not quite so wide that you might be able to get through in the Tormentor. The Devil's Rides are going to have a problem because their riders are exposed.
Mhm.
Now, I'm going to inform you, and it is up to your discretion to inform the party or not. The river Styx will cause you to lose your mind. And I don't mean lose your mind and go mad. I mean lose your mind and basically become a husk of yourself. And drinking the water becomes addictive. And anybody who drinks the water over and over and over eventually will just lose all of its memories. The river Styx can and will reduce your memories. So you could actually use the river Styx, if you were so inclined, to erase the memories of the last, like, certain amount of hours, certain amount of days, depending on how much you either consume or submerge yourself in it. Which means while the Tormentor might be able to get through a shallow area, the Devil's Rides are going to have a problem.
What if we pull them through with the Tormentor?
Possible. You do know that if you keep traveling, there are occasional spots where you are able to get ferried across.
For a
Or
price.
price.
Don't
Of course,
be the
for a
ferryman.
Of course, for a price. Everything is for a price. You get nothing for free down here. But also, yes, the Christaberg song. Don't pay the ferryman.
What if he's cute though?
This
Hey,
isn't
when we get on the
Hades.
other side.
This isn't Hades. Calm down.
Always pay him when you get to the other side. Always.
Deca, don't at me. Stop it.
That was a very direct at.
Hey, but he also caught me with that at.
Yeah, I did.
Because, I mean, look, Supergiant Games did a really good job with their game. Okay.
Charon is a prince. I love him. Okay, moving on. We're in a completely different world. Okay.
All right.
Scene.
Just get on the communicator. Like,
Scene? Are we an improv team now? Is that what's going on?
so D&D is
I mean, technically, you're right.
seem to have magma.
Magma.
I will relay all of the things that I just remembered to the party.
Okay,
All right.
that would have been helpful to know before I went into it.
You're not in it yet.
I'm sorry, no, I'm not.
Shall we
Well-
head downstream and see if we can find something then?
Amaranth was a good fellow. What should we call them now? Somebody
Rant.
pick a name out of a hat.
Rant.
Bill,
Bill Rant.
Philip.
I hate that.
Okay, but
We shall call him Magma.
No.
I do know that there are shallower spots up and down the river, or there are ferries that might be willing to take us across. But usually that costs something.
That's becoming a trend here.
I mean, welcome to hell.
I mean, depending on what it is, would it matter anyway? We all end up having to pay something anyway at some point, so what would the ferry normally cost? If it's the lesser of, not having to swim it, I guess.
Would I know?
It changes every time because it really depends on who it is. Right? Like, if
Mhm.
they're ferrying across one person, it may be something as simple as we want a magical item that you have on you. But if they were to take across your entire group plus your war machines, you're looking at something much steeper. Because that's a lot of moving parts.
Well, let's just continue on until we can find something.
Oh, shit. Quentin, I totally forgot you had that Deva heart. Because there's actually something within the adventure that brings that. Damn it! Alright, that's okay. Hold on to that. There's gonna be something happening with that. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget.
Am
Uh-oh.
I missing something here?
Definitely missing something.
Actually, I don't think you were here for that, JT. When we were rescuing Lulu, we came across Deva encased in like the honey of
Ember.
the ember. And she was holding a heart. Adira took it.
You can totally spend time looking it over, and I'm gonna give you hints.
I do.
But there's actually something specific that happens to it, and I've just written down when it's gonna happen.
Oh.
Because shit. I can't believe I forgot. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's why I messaged you about it, because I was like, I still have this. I'll look at it. Okay, sorry. That was completely off, but yeah.
Nope. Nope, that's okay. I'm just gonna let you know when you're gonna see it again so that you are aware of it coming.
Oh! Got it.
It took you a second to remember who those NPCs were.
But it also took me a second because I don't have my glasses on.
That too. Alright.
I cannot think without my glasses.
Hey, look, some people just can't see without their glasses. Quentin is one of them.
I can kind of see. It's whether I
Sort of.
choose to see.
He can see better than me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So there are a variety of things they could ask for, and it is super dependent on what you have at the time as you're going. And who is taking you over. That's the
Well.
other one.
See what we can find.
All right, in that case, I need another survival check from the two in the lead.
Ooh. Oh, thank God, Amaret.
Amaranth, you miss the dust cloud, mostly because you're the one making it, which is why Corlick can't see. It's an accident. Shit happens. And so in the distance, Amaranth, you see a large fording ship. And when I say fording ship, I mean like this thing is buoyant in the river, but it's enough that it could take some of the larger war machines that you saw at the Wandering Emporium and still have room for more. But it is pretty far off in the distance, and it looks like it's loading up.
Can't hear you, Deca.
Can't hear you, Deca.
Good.
I didn't want to turn on my walkie-talkie anyway.
we got a ship up ahead. Looks like it's a ways out, but are you good back there, Corlick?
What did you see?
It's a ship. It's huge. It looks big even from where we are right now.
So it could get us across?
Theoretically, if we can get there.
Well, let's see how quickly we can get there.
All right,
We'll,
so for the
we'll
first
let
time in a
Koss
long
know.
time, for the first time in a long time, I need the three who are driving to give me vehicle handling checks. Because you are pushing these things faster than you normally would.
What do I use
what
the
stat am I
query
using?
for?
The query will be... Hold tight.
Strength?
Dexterity.
For you, it'll be strength, Mom. For Amaranth, it'll be dexterity. Cost, because you're driving a bigger one, yours will be intelligence.
Whew. Not great.
That is unfortunate. However, between the three of you, you're sliding a little bit, but you think it's more just that it's because it's loose silt at times underneath your tires than anything else. But you make it down there. I need perception checks from the two on the Devil's Rides. And Cost, you'll be able to see where you're going, so I need one from you as well, please.
Told you that's not a good one for me.
You know what? It's okay, because Cost, the people who are dealing with this ferry, this particular fording barge, as it were, are the people that you normally run with. And I need to just hold on. I'm looking for the...
Are you
Come on.
talking about the 8th Remnant?
I am. I'm trying to find their... Because there is a description of what their symbol looks like. And I
Yes, it's a number 8 made out of iron chain sitting on a crimson field.
Thank you.
You're
That's what
welcome.
you guys see. I'm really glad you have that.
I have an emblem of theirs in my possession. So
I couldn't find the page in my book. I'm sorry. But yes, so what you see is a banner, and it is a huge banner. And it has the numeral 8. So, what 8 would look like in Roman numerals. So, VIII. On a crimson field, and the numbers are made out of iron chain. It's what it looks like. Cost, this is comforting to you. Amarant and Korlik, this kind of puts you on edge.
I am immediately getting on the horn with Orlick and Amaranth and telling them to follow behind the Tormentor. Please let me take lead on this. I know these people.
Go ahead.
The Devil's Ride slow down so that they can pull up behind the Tormentor and follow behind you. As you approach, you see sorry, I was just checking on a little bit of information about this particular remnant. You see him as he is leaning against his Devil's Ride. And hold tight, I'm gonna get it. I have a photo for what this gentleman looks like. Hold tight. He is liberally covered in chains, with a spiked helmet over fiery orange skin. And he... Just gonna do it this way.
Yeah, that's the guy I know.
Yep.
Mr. Princeps?
Yes, sir. That's the one. And you, surrounding him, chattering away as they're loading their, demon grinder and their tormentor onto the barge, is two bearded devils also leaning on their own Devil's Rides. They are all familiar. Like, this is not an unfamiliar group to you, although it seems like their group has gotten bigger recently.
Good.
It is really good, especially for him, because his idea, or his whole goal, is to drive demons back into the abyss from whence they came. Because he doesn't believe any other archdevil is going to be able to do it.
Well, I will slowly approach with the Tormentor, and once within range, reach out to Princeps and simply say, it looks like the recruiting has been going well. Long time no see.
Korlik and Amaranth, you guys... Sorry, I'm gonna wait till my mom gets her headset back on, because there's a reaction from Princeps. Or Kovic. I'm just gonna call him Kovic. It's so much easier. Okay, Korlik and Amaranth. You watch as Kovic, who is the chain devil leaning against his Devil's Ride as they're loading onto this barge, looks around curiously, takes a look at the three new vehicles, and then you watch as he just summons something. You're not sure what it is, mostly because you really haven't encountered these particular kinds of devils before. And the chains that are attached to him all sort of lift up. 'Cause in reply back to you, you hear, I have told you about doing that particular trick with me. However, it's good to hear your mental voice yet again.
Mental reply. Sorry, But fastest way not to die when approaching with a new group. Hey, it's me. Don't kill us.
Who do you have with you?
Good people.
Are you going to get out of your vehicles, or am I just going to have to assume that you have a full crew with you?
I will drive up and hop out of the vehicle and motion for the rest of the party to follow.
The chains that he had, like, kind of hovering fall down with the clink of metal on metal, and then he walks towards Koss, and you watch as the two of them just clasp forearms with their right hands before they basically they fist bump with their left hands over top, which is very clearly a greeting with the 8th remnant, because the others that know Koss also arrive and do the same thing. And it is just a series of this particular greeting, and it is very clear that Koss knows a vast majority of them.
Amaranth takes note of that greeting for a future time.
Me having made it up on the spot, I am gonna write down that that's what their greeting is.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I
I'm
wasn't
wondering.
sure where that greeting was going to go.
You guys
Headbutt.
quickly, like, headbutt, arm
Like
over
Right.
shoulders,
Like,
like, swing out.
And fist bump, tap your heels together, and like jump 3 times in
You
a
like
circle.
You like do the kid and play.
Just followed up by a really harsh headbutt.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's like a 14-step handshake.
Adira would
Well,
get
to think
3
about the
steps
heads.
in and be like, now I'm lost.
Let's just think
I'm
about the
a demon.
hells. They are thorough.
Okay. Now that I actually have that written down. So, what brings you to my neck of this particular layer of hell?
On our way to the Zapper, actually.
You need to get across the river.
We do. We were looking for a shallow spot, and I saw some friendly faces. Figured it wouldn't hurt to ask.
It never hurts to ask, but you also know we can't do it for free.
No, but you're going to be cheaper than anyone else.
Ha ha! That I will. And besides, if you kill a few demons on your way to the Zapper, well, everybody's happy.
Is it not called the Demon Zapper?
That it is. However, it's not too particular on demon or devils, so we try to stay away from it. So, are you going to introduce me to the rest of your crew, or am I just going to assume not to throw them over into the river?
Sure. I will go around and introduce everybody. This is everybody. This is Princeps Kovic. He runs the 8th Regiment, or Remnant. And I've done a lot of traveling with him and his group in my time here. They're good people.
They've almost got us loaded on. You got 3 vehicles? We'll call it 3 soul coins. 1 vehicle, 1 soul coin per vehicle.
That sounds fair.
That
Who's
seems
tracking
fair.
how many soul coins we have?
We're running pretty low. We lost
We lost 6.
6.
This would bring us down to 1 in that bag we found. Plus what we all have on our persons.
not forgetting that a single soul coin gives you 3 days worth of travel.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I'll
worth it than
produce-
trying to go through the river.
Right.
So-
I'll produce 3 coins from the bag.
Okay.
Hand them off.
Sure.
Pleasure doing business with you. And then you watch as he yells over his shoulder an infernal at those who are loading on and tell them to rearrange things so they can get a second tormentor and 2 more devil's rides on. But they allow you to put your 3 vehicles together so as to not get them confused with the others. It
Big white
takes
X.
an almost solid hour to finish getting everything loaded up.
Koss is going to use this hour to catch up with Princeps about how recruitment has been going and how the efforts are going.
He tells you that there are a lot of devils that are currently dissatisfied with how things are going on Avernus. And that they're looking for a new archdevil to lead them. And he knows that he can't rise to the occasion to be an archdevil because that takes significant amount more cunning than he currently has the patience for. It's not that he's not smart enough, he just doesn't have the patience for the political intrigue that comes with the whole thing. He just cannot be bothered. And he doesn't assume that you would know an archdevil. But it's one of those, if you happen to be, if you happen to come across one that isn't Zariel in your travels, to tell them that there are devils who would be willing to follow in their service.
Sure. Sorry, I just read what Lil Given wrote in chat.
I'm so sorry.
No, she's not.
Sitting there doing calculus and chemistry and looking over your notes and Archdevil?
My God, could you imagine if you handed that in with that phrasing?
You just get like a squish like that. It's like, hey, are you good?
Are you summoning things with the quadratic equations that you had to do? Oh,
I think you're in the wrong class for summoning demons. That's Latin. That's a couple rooms down.
Okay, sorry. Back on track.
There's a reason it's a dead language. People kept summoning things.
But it's really not a dead language. The Catholic religion still uses it to say mass.
Don't remind me.
Before Given explodes over there.
Yep.
Back on
Okay.
track.
Back on track. But yeah, so it's not, for the record, you, Koss, know of an archdevil.
Yes.
Not that anybody else has figured out, but yes, you know an archdevil.
Hasn't come up. I haven't brought it up.
No. Technically, you've all met the same person. It's just nobody else in the party knows that she's an archdevil. You do. But you also haven't really encountered her since meeting this party.
Every time they've been around has been in secret.
Yep.
Since I've been here.
I know! Oh,
But
man,
that's
anyway.
okay. So, yep, I chat with Princeps for a bit.
Once they have everything loaded up, they wait for 15 minutes. It's one of those just to make sure that they're not gonna get swept up too badly with the tide. and the flow of the river, and then they push off to ford their way across the river. As you guys get about halfway across, I need perception checks from everybody.
I suck at this.
I'm good at those, I hope. Me eyeing my character sheet like, don't you fuck me.
Oh, that's not bad. I'll take that one.
Ah!
I'm here to see things.
Hold on. Give me a sec. Perception.
Okay. Anybody who had a 14 or higher. Sorry, Amaranth. You
Where's comforts?
Molly,
Mine's not going through. I clicked it.
do you have the dice roller on D&D
Hold on,
Beyond?
I'm gonna refresh.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I thought I saw everybody, but then I realized I'd counted Otter's perception twice and thought one of them was Comfort's. There we go. So, anybody with a
Everyone else is
14 or
Amaranth.
higher, sorry, Amaranth, you look up, and overhead, they seem to be flying in the direction of the demon zapper, but they are much too high in the air to determine what they are. And then as you look into the river, there are... You're not sure what it is. Something about that river really just looks... God bless you.
Thank you.
You are out in the middle of a river. Not sure why you're sneezing, but, alright.
It's all that dust from driving behind Amaranth.
Oh,
It's
sure.
Sulfur does wonders to the nasal capacities.
Right?
Working its way out of the system.
So, what you see...
Did Maddie freeze for anyone else?
Yep.
Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
did.
I'm
No
the closest
gods,
thing
no
to a local.
masters.
No gods, no masters. We're running this campaign now, boys.
You know, Deca, you're not wrong.
I know.
You've never lived until you snot out a sulfur nugget.
Mm-hmm. Burns.
Okay.
Jeremy is
the
the
whole-
host now.
Okay.
And she's gone.
The
Well,
whole
the cams
time
are about to
you-
completely mess up. Oh, she's gone, but the cams are still up.
Oh boy, Deca is
The
the archangel.
JT is half Dante, half Corlick. Mama Bear, you're Amaranth now. I'm still Adira, so I don't mind. Koss is
Alright,
like
fuckers, it's time to die.
Otter is half Koss, half Dante. Two of you have to share Dante now, so be good.
Yay!
I'm just gonna hang out here. But if I go over this way, I think I can be Dante.
I have a little cat shit. I'm smart.
She just texted me. Their internet just went out.
I just got the
Aw.
text as well. Hold on.
She didn't message me. Oh, I feel left out.
Get
You know what?
wrecked.
I'm gonna call Maddie.
Hello.
Everyone roll camera
You
initiative.
message your Bob and Q, but not me.
It's because I'm streaming, you fool.
I will never
The-
be left out of this conversation.
The entire time you were talking with that devil,
Izora.
Izora, I'm sitting here like, did Koss save those blueprints somewhere? Do they still
Oh.
actually exist?
All right.
How safe of a place are they in?
Hold on while you are having this conversation. I'm going to take us to a break. Our DM is currently trying to fix their internet very quickly, so we'll see if we will be back in a second. I'm going to switch us into an overlay that says we will be right back and play some music for all of you guys. So please hold while I get this stuff ready. We'll be
good.
back soon.
I don't know
Don't
where
cause
I'm
any
waving,
trouble.
so I'm going to wave on both sides.
I'm going to wave in Ajira because that's all I got. We'll be back. Please hold.
Don't
Yeah.
run away.
Yeah. Hello again.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry for the disruption. The internet, she not kind sometimes. So party, remind me, what was the last thing you heard before my internet died?
Something flying
did-
overhead that we didn't know what it was, and then we looked into the river.
Oh, okay. So what you see in the river seems like ethereal souls. You can see through them, but you can't see the bottom of the river. But there seems to be lots of them.
Everybody but Amaranth.
And that's everybody but Amaranth.
Has anyone tried to like make stuff out of the water?
Like,
Like someone able to stick their hand in the water without going, as you said, nutty? Or losing their
mean-
mind?
you can use the water for a lot of things, but I don't know if, like, other than being enclosed, a way to interact with it without the effects hitting you.
Just not wishful thinking, but just thinking out loud, I suppose.
Yeah.
I tinker a little bit. Nothing to your, certainly nothing to the extent that you can do, but I tinker here and there.
You'll have to tell me about that sometime.
It's more alchemical based.
Who knows? Maybe I can help.
Maybe.
Okay. You have a opportunity for inter-party reactions, or we can move on. It is your call.
Unless anyone is looking for costs, he's trying to distract himself from what happened at the Emporium and is just kind of catching up with people he hasn't seen for a while. So unless anyone's looking for me, I'm kind of just wandering.
Hmm. I think we're good unless Comfort needs something.
All right. Right now.
Okay. In that case, the rest of your journey across the River Styx is without issue. You the sky is starting to darken. You realized it took longer to get across the river than you thought. And in addition to that, just the traveling from the Emporium to where you are now is just, it has taken longer than you thought to get where you need to go. Kovic offers, if you guys wish, to spend the night with them. The food won't be good. The comfort is nothing compared to the Emporium, but you'll at least have the safety of numbers for one night.
Sounds
Or
better
you-
than going off on our own.
I have no complaints, but I'm going to gauge the party's thoughts on it before I just agree to it. I know this is kind of all new for everyone else here but me.
I think you'd assuage me by just, talking about them and how they are as people. Or devils, as it were.
Do you say this within earshot of some of the other devils that are there?
No, I'd say this directly to Cos.
Okay.
I mean, for hell, they're pretty okay folks as long as you're not on the wrong side of what they're headed towards.
Okay.
I will explain what Princeps' goal is for gathering all of these people and recruiting all of these people.
Okay. I might just like go on.
He is trying to drive the demons. He's trying to drive the demons out of hell and trying to establish a better governing power here in hell because no one else will do it.
That sounds like I don't want to say noble, but an interesting goal.
But by all means, they know you're friends. You're here with me. If you have any questions, most of the people here would probably answer them.
Will they answer me or will they answer you?
Never hurts to ask.
I suppose.
But I can say, for most of the time I've been here, I've traveled with them a lot through quite a bit of space and distance, and I'm fine. If they give us a safe place to rest for the evening, they mean it.
Okay. I'll take your... I don't really have a choice but to take your word for it.
I mean, if you guys are really that uncomfortable, we can leave. I'm not going to tell you we have to stay here, only that this is a safe place to stay for the night if we choose.
I'm still not 100% on you, but I suppose we can stay here for the night.
Always makes sense to have, numbers.
Yeah.
Especially here.
Given the last couple days, I don't really expect much more than that analysis, Deca. Or, sorry, Amaranth.
They just
broke the fourth wall right through.
Yep.
But no, after the last couple days, that's a fair assessment, Amaranth. But the choice is yours.
They just snort and they just kind of like move away.
The dust will do that to you. The dust will do that to you if you kind of wash your face and snot rocket, clears right up.
Already gone.
Yep. Doesn't mean you can't hear me.
I hate that.
Ooh, that's a line of the night.
As long as I can see you, you can hear me, friend.
Amaranth goes stealth.
Gone.
They both stealth away from each other.
But is anyone else uncertain about our spot for the evening if we so choose to stay?
I'm quite comfortable here.
I think this is okay.
Would they know how far, once we're across here, how long it's going to take us to get to the zapper?
They usually keep pretty far from it, but they might be able to give us an estimate.
Just if
to
they
at
know
least
maybe
to
a
the area.
safer route. Okay, DM shaking her head. That could be trouble.
No, it's funny that you think there's a safer route when you're in the first layer of hell.
One less worse than the other, Not a completely safe, but
The least amount of awful things on the way.
Exactly.
In-
You only
let's-
got to kill 5
Can we-
people instead of 20.
Can we do it in 3 evil things instead of 5?
to be fair, you said that a lot about Barovia too.
Hmm.
Well,
Okay,
we
it's
can
like
ask
fancy
around
fishing.
come morning.
Oh, Adira, I had a question for you.
Me, yes?
Yes, you.
Yes?
So we're surrounded by lava in everlasting souls. Is your
Uh-huh.
like godly meter going off or something, or are you just like perpetually in sorrow over this
Uh,
sticks?
That's... That's a good question. I don't know!
What do you mean
Make it
you
up.
don't
Shall
know?
we roll a dice and find out?
A god comes knocking on her skull. Hey, you hate this. Fix it. Dives right into the fucking river. Sorry.
And that's the end of Adira.
Whoa. Whoops.
God, I love all of that.
Do we roll the dice to see if she hates it? I don't know.
All right, Quentin, high or low?
Low.
Okay. You're not a fan, but you also know, given the sheer quantity of souls, there's really nothing you can do.
Okay. She's
Like,
definitely talking with as
you
many
know-
people as she can to keep her mind off of it, probably, then.
Gets like a soup ladle. I will save you
You.
and you.
Yeah,
I
just
fit them in
can't-
my water skin. It's fine. How many souls can I fit in my water skin? How many souls can I save with that?
That's not how
You-
it works.
You get thirsty, you start drinking out of this.
You just hear
God.
screaming in the background. Ah!
I dropped my souls. Oh.
Why can't I hold all of these souls?
Because they're ethereal and you're not supposed to.
Damn it.
Yeah, we can spar to take your mind off it.
Literally anything would be fine rather than thinking on this. So,
I mean, yeah, somebody needs to finish up training with Corlick.
guess that means the armor's coming off, boys. Okay. I put armor on. I take armor off.
All right. So you guys remember how we did this last time?
Nope.
No.
Okay. It's going to be 5 rounds.
Mhm.
Back and forth.
Mhm.
Adira, you start.
Yikes. Can I have this? Thanks, D&D Beyond. Sorry. This one. Nice.
I'm assuming a 25 will hit you, Corlick.
Yeah. What was I supposed to do back?
Hit her back.
All right.
What would one normally do when they're sparring? with
Sorry.
something?
Let me just take off the armor just to see what my AC will become. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that hits. Now it's my turn?
All right.
Yep.
Try it.
Nope.
All right. You swung too quick. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know that, eh?
Does a 15 hit you, Corlick?
No.
Your AC's higher than mine even without the... I mean, you're a barbarian. Yeah, 25 hits. And see, now I'm
Wait,
getting
15
nervous.
Really doesn't hit you?
Oh, wait a minute. No, 15 does hit me.
Okay.
Okay.
Ha! I was about to say, I'm like, without
say-
armor, my AC is a 14. So,
So your unarmored defense shouldn't be that
No.
high.
okay, yeah. That which means the 16 hits.
Yep.
2, 3, 4. Okay. I just have to
So,
do one
Doing
more.
good.
That misses. Yes.
You're learning.
So 14
But
hit.
then you miss.
Damn.
14 misses.
but that is another training session.
Well done. Well done. You're getting much better, dear.
I'm doing my best.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put my armor back on.
And we're just quietly clapping off to the side somewhere.
I'm doing my best here. Now it's one of those, like, hit me with my armor on. My AC is so much higher now. But watch, you'll roll really high anyway. It wouldn't even matter. Do it for me.
Do it
Okay.
for you? Okay.
Yeah, please.
All right.
Yeah, that hits. My AC is only a 20.
Only.
Yeah, admit, clerics get ridiculously beefy.
Listen, I'm just here to be the beef at this point. I didn't expect to be here, but you know what? Adira's
here
got
we are.
muscles.
All right, ready to move on?
So that's 2 of 5.
2 of 5? Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I remembered I put it in my bio.
Just so you're aware, your hero's feast has worn off.
You guys want to try the wyvern poison?
No.
You don't have it.
You don't have it anymore.
I mean, not that Corlick knows.
No. Not while we're out here, Dante.
Brilliant.
You want to go swimming?
If you go swimming, I will not fish you out.
He called me a wimp. I asked him if he wanted to go swimming.
Can't throw something that's attached to your skin.
I just lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Day's over.
Day's over. Long rest is had. Dante, you get 5 soul points back.
Can I actually have a conversation with Adira before we go to sleep?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna walk up to Adira and... Hey, something's been on my mind for a long time now, and, I don't know who to talk to about it, and I was wondering if you had some time.
I always have time for you, Comfort. What's up?
Just thinking about it for a while, and even on the way to this demon zapper thing, like, I keep thinking about my own mortality, as weird as it sounds, and me getting hurt and all this crap, and I keep like I don't think I can do this, Adira.
Do this. Be here?
Adira, I want to go home.
Comfort, you know none of us are keeping you here.
I know, but I just... It's difficult for me to even say it. I don't want Kalos to be without me, and I don't want my child to be without a father.
Well, as much as I'd hate to see you go, Comfort, you have things back home for you, people waiting for you. Maybe I have some magic that may help. I'm not sure, though, Comfort. I don't know how to send people home.
No, either.
can ask around. Maybe we can figure something out. We'll get you home. You don't have to stay here.
Maybe we should have a brief brainstorm in the morning. Let's talk with everybody.
Yes. I don't think anybody's going to sit there and say, no, you have to stay here. You have a family to go back to, Comfort. We'll get you home. I promise, okay?
Okay.
Rest for now. We'll figure it out.
We'll talk in the morning with everyone.
Of course. Is there anything else?
No, I think that's it. I think I just need to rest and think about what is coming next.
Of course. You get some sleep. We'll talk with everyone in the morning. And we'll go from there.
All right.
And then Adira's gonna tuck him in.
Yay.
And that's it. Okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm not gonna sleep for a good while. Koss is just gonna kind of sit there and stare at the sky.
Okay.
Still super trying to wrap my brain around this Valandras who showed up yesterday.
I'm gonna send you a DM real quick. Hold tight.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Ooh, secret whispers.
Ooh, whispers. This
This-
whisper brought you by the Descent of the Avernus campaign by D&D.
In case anyone's curious, I'm about to die.
Ask me like this.
Maybe
It's not,
okay, maybe I will have one more conversation. Adira will go
Y'all
find
just
Koss.
kind of watch Koss vanish and just dead.
You see the Koss has been slain in the sky.
You, if I was gonna kill Koss, it would be epic.
Koss
It
was
would
the
be what?
imposter.
It'd be epic.
Hey,
Like a huge
that,
fight, moral choices and everything. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't just blip you out of existence. That's no fun.
No, it's you just hear the cannon and his face appears in the sky.
Goosh.
Are we in the Hunger Games now?
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Adira wins. I'm telling you all that now. No, I'm kidding.
There's a monitor in the sky. It says, if you see this, I am dead. My name was Koss.
Koss was not the imposter.
there is still one imposter among you.
Adira sweating. Adira will have one more conversation actually, and she will go and find Koss.
It's not me. I can't fit in the vents with my dump truck ass.
You don't have to go in the vents to be an imposter, though.
I always forget. Okay, you know what? We're getting off topic. Wait.
No,
Conversation.
We're gonna talk about Among Us after session. Let's focus up. Adira, you want to go talk to Koss? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I do. She'll probably. It's after she's tucked in comfort nice and good. She's done like the side tucks on the blankets. So he's not going nowhere. And then she'll go find Koss. Are you busy, Koss?
No. What's going on?
We always talk about having that conversation, but it never actually happens. So, I'll get my half out of the way. You don't have to tell me yours right away if you don't want to. She'll sit and she'll get her make herself comfortable, but I'm sure you've picked up how I sort of dodge the
Is this something you want to be saying aloud, or would you rather a more private conversation?
That's true, I forget you can do that. Actually, I would like that.
Encoding conversation.
There is now firewall protection. Okay. I'm sure you've picked up how I always dodge the moon elf question.
You turned quite an interesting shade of blue the last time it came up.
Yes. Well, as much as I look like a moon elf, I'm not a moon elf. I am of the Deva.
The thing you pulled a piece of out of the wall?
The heart? Yes. Uh-huh.
Did you tell us what that was, or am I just like
I don't
breaking
actually
a
remember
wall
if,
here?
I don't actually remember if she did. I
Okay.
may have said that it was a Deva in the wall, but what the heart was, she wasn't entirely sure, so.
Sure. Just making sure the name of what it was came up.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
No.
Mild panic for a moment.
Sweating intensifies. I am of the Deva. The woman we found in the wall in the Ember. They were like me. Or I guess perhaps I am like them. I don't remember much. From... There are things I don't remember. Easy enough. But I have memories of this place. And of some of the other warriors here.
Is that where the wings came from?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are all of the tattoos gonna be wings?
I'm going to guess yes. But I'm not entirely sure how to control them. Sort of relearning, I guess.
Kind of finding yourself.
Oddly, in a way, yes. Feels weird to be doing it in hell, but there are things there are things that are here for me, I guess.
Soul searching in hell. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to find some memories that I'm supposed to have, but not everyone knows yet.
What kind of memories have you been getting?
Hold on.
She'll go and ask.
Yeah, she'll go and get her sketchbook. And she doesn't have a lot of sketches in there. There are some sketches, actually. Kos would probably see a sketch of him or two because when he's working, but she'll like quickly skip over that. And there's like Dante and Amaranth and Corlick and like everyone's in there. But
Just a chunk of pages that she very blatantly just like moves without
it's just
flipping.
like, yeah, pretty much. And she'll flip to the page with the Deva that was in the Ember. I remember sitting with them around a fire, but not much before that. And she'll show him the photo. They all come in small waves, I guess. But one more thing before anything else, and I'll leave you for the night. Comfort's come to me with something that's been bothering him. He wants to go home.
He's had a rough go down here.
More than
I
you
don't
know.
blame him wanting to get back to his family.
He says he wants to bring it up to everyone in the morning. I figured if there was anyone else that may know how to get him home, it might be you, but I have some magics, but I'm not entirely sure if my magics will work.
I mean, for anything I would know, we just left the one place I'd probably have enough connection to find somebody.
Well, perhaps everyone in the morning we can bring something up. I know there are some other contacts. Perhaps we know, what were their names? Arcus and... What the fuck is that? Sinus?
Cyanus.
Cyanus. Cyanus.
Sinuses.
No. I'm sorry they're doing your boy like this.
Archfeet and scientists. Okay.
I don't mean to do your boy dirty, but damn. Cyanus.
That's just what popped into my head. I apologize. It had to come out of my soul. It like materialized and I had to say it.
Maybe they know, but I don't know them very much. But perhaps in the morning, once everybody's awake, we can all talk about it. It is Comfort's thing to say, though I know I've brought it up, but for now I'll leave you to your stargazing, I guess.
What do you know of dream spirits?
Dream spirits. Not much. Well, I follow a goddess of night, of protection for those between dusk till dawn. Perhaps within the realm of dreams as well, but dream spirits per se, not much. Hold on.
What's up?
My goddess is the goddess of twilight and dreams.
Yep.
I went back to look. I was right with everything else, but I completely skipped over the fact of dreams, actually. So,
it doesn't necessarily mean you're familiar with dream spirits. Just she's the goddess of dreams.
Yeah. I follow the goddess of twilight and dreams and protection between dusk till dawn, but dream spirits. Risky waters, I guess. Has something been bothering you in your dreams, Goss?
I don't dream.
You don't dream?
No, they never seem to find me.
Well, I guess.
The being that found me yesterday claims to be a dream spirit that's apparently tied to me, and that's really all I know.
A dream spirit that's tied to you.
Not quite sure how to process that information, but information for information, I don't really know much more.
Perhaps I could take some time and maybe get in contact with my goddess and figure some things out. I don't know. Maybe.
The first time Adira contacts her own god is not for herself.
You know what?
That's usually how it goes.
This is very Adira.
It's on brand.
It's on brand. You are correct.
The spirit seems to have knowledge of me over a long period of time that I don't know where it got without being near me for a long period of time.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's masquerading as a dream spirit? It. Though, if it's masquerading as a dream spirit, it might be, aggressive in nature. It's weird to say, but, let me pray on it. Perhaps Brexta may have some information that you don't know yet. Could be helpful.
Does this mean you're going to burst into tears again?
Listen, that was...
The last time I saw you pray, it seemed really intense.
That was Torm. I accidentally said you could go now, thinking, he would want to go. But, it may have been an accidental dismissal. I didn't mean to, you see. I got nervous. It wasn't my god, it's not, he's not my god. I mean, we're friends now, right? Hopefully. Fingers crossed, please. But... Yes! But I don't think I'll cry. No more on the topic!
Wiping sweat off of face. Physically sweating.
I mean, let's be honest. Adira starts sweating anytime she starts thinking about Torm, so...
I can't promise I won't cry, but maybe I won't, You know what? I'll go see what I can do.
Well, any information you could find would be very appreciated.
Of course.
Because this is the first time I'm hearing of any of this, and quite frankly, it's freaking me out.
Time to go nervously talk to a god. Okay. Well, thank you for hearing me out either way, Koss.
Thank you for trusting me with your story.
I guess when more information comes, you'll probably be the first to know. But for now, I'll leave you to your stargazing. And I'm gonna go pray to a god.
We are gonna cover that next week.
Yep.
because
I'm
there's something else I
seeing
want to
chat
cover.
right now.
Yeah, no. There's something else I want to cover, and that kind of involves you guys finishing your short rest and hitting the next morning.
Okay.
But we'll backtrack next week for your conversation with your god for the first time ever.
Which god will I speak to today?
Hopefully mine.
Doesn't even get Brexta.
You
I
still
have
have the good catch it.
It's right here.
I'll just, I'll keep trying. Yikes.
I feel like I should have put Brexta in here like 3 times.
It's the
Just
only
to
way I'm gonna get her.
Getting her.
It's the only way I would get her.
So, the night passes with no trouble. And perhaps it was because you were camped out with Kovic and not with, on your own. But who knows? In the morning, you all wake refreshed. As you're waking, Kovic sticks around just long enough to bid you all goodbye, wishing all of you the best, and reminding Koss that if he comes across an archdevil looking for servants or those to follow that isn't Zariel, to send them to come see him.
Servants or those to follow?
Yes. Basically, because he's basically going to get to the point where he's just going to have too many devils and he can't handle them all, despite constantly needing to replenish his ranks. And some don't like to follow orders of somebody who's on the same level as them, but they're looking for somebody else to follow because they're disillusioned with Zariel.
Sure.
So.
I will let him know. If I see one, I'll send it his way. And 2, can he point me in the direction of the least shitty way to the Zeman Zapper?
Absolutely, he does so, and then he and the rest of the 8th Remnant peel out.
One more 14-step handshake for the road.
Pretty much.
Took me a month just to learn that handshake.
It seems excessive.
It's worth it.
If you know the handshake, they don't have to recognize you.
That being said, the floor is somebody's to talk to the party.
I think it's me.
It's you.
Okay. Well, when everybody's kind of settled and together, I'll start speaking to all of them. You know, over the past few weeks, months, has it been? I've gotten to know each and every one of you so well, and I could not have asked for a better group of people to go into battle with, and well, I'm more of a lover and not a fighter. Being there as a guidance or a support for everyone is exactly where I fit in. Well, at least I thought that's where I fit in. I managed to find myself on the ground, hurt, or even dead more times than I ever would like to see in a lifetime, and every time I went down, I saw the eyes of Kalos, my love, and a baby without their father. It's too much for me to keep going on good conscience. And I need to go home and be with my family and keep running my shop. Fighting isn't my thing, and me saving the world, that's a fat fucking chance.
I
Now,
mean,
I gotta go home.
that sounds doable. If that's what you really want.
We'll miss you. You've been a pretty good asset here.
Yeah, your song is great, but if you need to be with your loved ones. I don't think any of the rest of us have anything close to a loved one. Maybe, but none of the rest of us.
What was that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Problem is I don't really know how in the hell I'm gonna be getting home.
That just sounds like a double tap for a devil to resolve.
If there's one promise I made, it was to get comfort back in one piece, and that includes his soul. So,
Who has that scroll ascending?
Does Amaranth have it? Amaranth has it.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you do.
it was maybe Amaranth, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the only thing I know is banishment.
Does anybody remember what those two NPCs were?
Spellcasters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
One was a wizard.
What was
The
the
other
The
one
other
was
was a
Stuffy.
sorcerer.
Hang on. Hang on. I'm just checking. This is because this is probably irreversible. This is something you want, right?
Cyanus and Arts.
Yes. I
Okay.
want to go home more than anything.
It's been an honor knowing you, Comfort. And if I never see you again,
So you will.
we'll see. And then they'll open up the scroll of sending and jot down something infernal, I guess. Need something. Is there a way to get our bard up back to his family? Question mark.
The reply
Send
back
news.
The reply back is almost immediate, as if somebody happened to feel the ding go off as if they were right next to it. The immediate response is there are plenty of ways to send somebody back, and it gets really, really technical, and you realize it's Arcus that's replying, because it is. It's super technical, and then you watch as the handwriting changes. Yes, we can send them home. Where are you?
That was a lot.
Yeah. It was Arcus explaining, and then it was Cyanus.
Yeah.
Who basically just took the quill from his wife, replied back with a very short and succinct answer.
Yes.
Where are you?
How? Shit. Along the
Heading-
river Styx, headed to the blood as a demon zapper.
I'm gonna move Adira's Pog, Maddie. Where would you say we are? About?
Probably about here. A little bit further, just a little bit further down.
Like here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
So there.
zoom in so we're. Yep.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of something that you guys would have that would be really unique. Oh. The immediate reply, the reply you get back is your armored friend still... Does he still have his armor? The one with the gem in the center?
Yes.
We can track it. Don't go anywhere.
They can track your armor costs?
At that point, Koss, you feel...
It's a very magical item. I wouldn't be surprised.
You feel tugging and a sense that somebody is looking at you, but you don't see anybody around you.
Is it a good tug?
It's not
Or like
good
a
or
really
bad.
uncomfortable?
No. It's just like one of those, like, somebody is trying to access the magic of the gem that sits in your chest, but it's not trying to take it from you. It's just basically trying to pinpoint and find that particular piece. So basically, it's like a combination of scrying and then locate object to find out exactly where you guys are. And then 2 or 3 minutes later, you watch as a circle appears on the ground in front of you, and Cyanus and Arcus both walk out of it.
Oh. Hello.
So, one of you wants to go home.
Everyone points to Comfort.
Adira, like, lightly ushering Comfort forward just a little bit. Just like a little pat on the butt.
Cyanus, who is the one with the gold scales on his face, steps up and shakes and holds his hand out to shake yours. Comfort.
Yes.
As you take his hand, he pauses. This is not reversible. I am going to maintain the concentration on this, and in a minute, you will not be able to come back.
Of course.
Unless you find another way back.
I understand.
Now, is there anything you need to take with you?
I don't think anything excuse me?
Kidding. Continue.
If you've got the soul coins, Comfort, before you leave.
Yes, hold on. Give me a moment, please. He says this to Cyanus.
He lets go of your hand and lets you either say your goodbyes or give away the items that you need to give away.
Adira's hugging Comfort for a solid 2 minutes. A minute can wait. 2 minutes.
Big hug. He'll first turn to Amaranth. Amaranth, you have proven to be as skilled in battle as you are a friend. You keep holding on to that money, but you help people out whether they need it or don't, because, listen, a good full release massage is needed every once in a while.
I didn't know you felt that way about me.
Since I think that you are the best with money, I'll pull out I have 2 soul coins.
I have the
You
bag
take
anyway.
these, and you use them well.
Thank you.
You've used my services before, you may use them again.
Trust me, I'll go personally this time.
I'll turn to Korlik. You are the broad of the party in every sense of the way, and you are our first guide down here in Avernus. You never stop being the mighty fucking mountain that you are. And I know that it probably won't make much of a difference, but and I'll give him my potion of frost giant strength.
Okay. Actually, that would probably help him a lot.
Thank you.
You take this, it'll give you a little oomph when you need it. Should you ever need it.
We're going to miss you,
I will miss all of you.
but you've got a blessing when you go home.
I do.
Take care of it. And he puts his hand out to shake your hand.
And I will shake as firmly as my little noodly arms can.
So he doesn't want to hurt you, so he's gentle.
Yeah. Dante. What is there to say, man? I'm sorry I didn't get to use all of my really good cat puns on you.
I'm going to miss our banter.
Me too. Here,
Don't say anything more. Just keep going.
No, I didn't get to use this, and I want you to have it. And I'll pull out my personal dagger. It's not very sneaky. The handle is completely encrusted with gems. haven't used this since as a little street rat, but I never made good use of it, so even if you don't use it, it's just a little piece of me to keep behind. Think of my flashy ass when you look at it.
Shall do.
Koss, I've known you for the shortest time in this group, yet I've never really felt myself get closer to someone faster. You're easily one of the smartest people I know, but you have to understand that when you're feeling emotions, it's okay. No matter what they are, you're allowed to feel them. And if you want to go for it, and I kind of gesture to Adira a little bit, I'm like, you fucking go for it. Because I'm not going to be here to give you that push anymore. My gift to you will come in a few weeks. I need some time to spend with my family when I get home.
Listen here, you little shit.
I'll send you that outfit I promised for you, I swear.
I'm going to take a silver out of my pocket. And I'm going to concentrate on it real hard for a second. And I'm going to hand it to Comfort. And you're going to hear a voice in your head. I know in your time here, you've been very close with Adira. And I appreciate your insight. Have you ever noticed she smells like flowers?
I have.
Hopefully this will help you think of her while you're back home. And if you notice, the coin just radiates that smell.
Thank you, Koss.
Safe travels.
Adira.
Comfort.
You are a monster in battle. You take hits like a champ, and yet you are the most compassionate out of all of us. And I can't give you a gift to show you how grateful I am. For everything, for the beautiful drawing of my love, to calming me down in my darkest moments, to quite literally being a beacon of hope for all of us. I want you to never stop shining and never stop being the way that you are.
Oh, you better believe that I will get out of here. And I will visit as much as I can. Plus, I want to meet the little one, so
Yes.
you are not allowed to keep them away from me, I swear. I will knit some atrocious little outfit that you would be ashamed of, but I'm sure the little one will feel comfortable, so that's fine.
My gift for you isn't really something physical, but I would like for you to be the godmother of my child when they are born.
I will accept it. I will come back as soon as I can to spoil that little one.
I know you will.
You treat Callus right. You treat that little one right. And don't do anything stupid.
Stupid's my middle name.
I know, you have to get that changed. Please.
I'll make it legally binding when I get home.
Go home to your love.
I'll give you the note to the name changer in Baldur's Gate.
Another 2-minute hug, and then Adira will just reluctantly let go.
I will look at Cyanus and I will say that I am ready.
You watch kind of unknown to you while you were going around saying your goodbyes. Cyanus had kind of just wrapped his arm around his wife. And then you watch as he extends his hand to you. You clasp it once more. And he puts his hand on your shoulder. Sounds like you're a good man. Keep being a good man when you go home. And with that, he casts banishment, and I'm assuming you're intending to fail.
Yes.
Okay. He casts banishment, and comfort is gone. You wait for a minute, because banishment is a concentration spell of a minute, and comfort does not return. Arcus and Cyanus both look at the party. While you're traveling, I know the Wandering Emporium is a bit more comfortable. But if for whatever reason you can't find the Emporium and you happen to find a small fortress, it'll have this symbol, and she draws. Arcus quickly sketches out what the symbol looks like. It is a hold tight. I'll send you guys an image of what it looks like, but it seems to be a cross with a curved line at the bottom of it and another one coming off to the left. I will send you guys a photo of what this looks like just once we're done session.
Okay.
That will be emblazoned on the door. If you find that, that's our fortress while we're here.
Is there a secret knock or a ring or something we have to do?
All you have to do is knock. If we recognize you as friends, you'll be allowed in. I have a good enough grasp on magic to have allowed that one to happen. Which, as far as I'm concerned, you are all friends of ours. So, if you happen to come across that area, it's a safe haven for you. That being said, we have a demon to track down. So, if you'll excuse us, and you watch as that ring on the ground flares up again, Arcus and Cyanus hold hands, step onto the circle, and once again are gone. You do still have the scroll of sending. So if you need to get in contact with them again about anything, you can. And you guys saddle up and move out. Headed towards the Demon Zapper. And with that heartfelt, tearful goodbye to comfort, that is where we are going to call it very early tonight. I apologize, guys. But I got some stuff I gotta plan out, specifically, what in the world Brexta is gonna possibly know about costs.
Not specifically. She doesn't need to spy in on costs at all. Adira will do that later. But
So Brexta, there's this boy.
Just this boy.
can you help me out? I want to talk to him more. You know?
I fully expect the
If you need help spying, you could always come to your good friend Dante.
Dante, Adira, Dante, can you teach me how to sneak?
First of all, you gotta have to lose the armor.
No.
Second of all, follow me.
So, that being said, we are gonna wrap up for tonight. I'd like to thank my players. Decca, who is playing Amaranth, our taciturn blood hunter. Corlick, played by Nancy, who is our mountain of a man barbarian. Dante playing the sneakiest of catfolk rogue, Tabaxi rogue. God damn it, I'm not playing Pathfinder. Of Tabaxi rogues, Dante. Koss, played by Otter, our emotionally terrified artificer. Our streamer for the night and also our social media manager, Quentin, playing our lovable tank of a cleric, Adira.
I'm
And
here
we
to
bid
take hits
farewell.
and give a kiss.
Ye. We bid farewell to Molly as we always say, real life comes first, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So, with that beautiful send-off to everybody's favorite bard, Comfort and Molly, we wish you the best. And we hope that you will be able to join us again once things settle down. It might be in another game, it might be something else, but I hope that playing with us has given you as much enjoyment as we had you playing your characters with us. And I am your DM, the Archangel, who oversees all here on the first layer of hell. I am Maddie. Remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, be good to one another, and roar for initiative.